Alright folks, Post here, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video, and oh boy, did they just drop a big one on us. So apparently, Steven Stone and Metagross, Metagross, they dropped them with a full Synchrid. What? That's the first time ever they've done this. Not to mention for a new sync pair, but for some, like, we've never, like, all the Synchrids before are for free to play units. None of them were summonable units, right? Pikachu, Dugong, Flint, Torkoal, Superior, Erica, all these folks, right? They were all free to play sync units or sync pairs, and Steven Stone is the first one. The first one in the game ever to be a summonable unit with Synchrid. So this is obviously very, very tempting to summon for Steven Stone, although there are a few caveats, right? Just getting Steven's not enough. You need multiple dupes. Well, exactly 2 more dupes. So you need 3. You need to get Steven 3 times in order to utilize all these the whole Synchrid, right? Because there are still a lot of stuff locked behind the Synchrid, right? So there's that, but this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Obviously this is very tempting to summon for Steven, but I would probably caution folks. I would probably ask folks to wait if you're especially if you're a free to play unit, because if you're a free to play user, right? Because still the 6-month anniversary is coming, and if Steven's already this good, and we'll get into how good he is in a bit, but whatever's coming on the 6-month anniversary is going to be pretty epic, right? So hold on to your gems if you're free to play. If you just really want Steven, then go ahead. I mean, this is not a bad banner to pull on at all. So is that just keep in mind, 6-month anniversary coming in 2 weeks. It could be really good stuff, even though the Steven stuff is really good as well. But Steven banners, it's around for a month, so don't have to hurry about it. So anyways, let's get into Synchrid. So first of all, you got all the regular Synchrid, the non-expanded one, right? Everyone has those. And then let's get into the passives first, the really cool ones. By the way, mine is 2 out of 5. I already did a summon video on that. You can check that out on the channel. And I will be summoning again for that last dupe, so I could unlock the rest of these stuff tomorrow. So, or I guess later today, technically. So tune into that. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, let's get into the passives. So this is the best passive anyone's ever had, ever. For a passive. I don't know, there's a lot of good passives, but this is one of the best passives in the game. It's not like a passive, it's more like an add-on. It's not a passive. It's like an add-on to its move, right? So for Bullet Punch, raises user's critical hit when the user's Pokemon uses a move. So every time you use Bullet Punch, you raise your crit. There's 3 uses for Bullet Punch. So with Steven Stone, 3 Bullet Punches and you're at 100% crit rate with Bullet Punch. So you don't need to use your other move. Let me just quickly unlock his moves, so it's just easier to talk about Steven while we're in the Synchrid panel, right? Let's see. Yeah, okay, it's called Best There Is. So the Best There Is does guarantee your next move to be a crit, which is still nice, but obviously you only have, 2 uses of it, so after those 2 uses, you're just kind of done, right? You can't use it anymore, so none of your moves are going to crit. But once you learn the sync move, not the sync move, the Synchrid, right? You will get the ability to raise your own crit with Bullet Punch. So before you Mega, sure, you could use that, although after you Mega, it gives you some better stuff, right? But I would say it'll go something like this. Once you Mega Metagross, you'll throw it out, you'll use Best There Is, and then go for Iron Head. And then, while you're waiting for those 3 move gauges to recover, you could go for Bullet Punch. By the way, Meteor Mash gets replaced by Bullet Punch after you Mega. Go ahead and Bullet Punch. That raises your crit, and then go Best There Is again, and then Iron Head. And then while you're waiting for the, again, for the move gauges to come back, Bullet Punch again, then and then maybe Bullet Punch one more time, the last one, get 100% crit, and then go nuts with Iron Head, right? So this is really, really good, obviously. This is unlocked. This is only unlockable after your second dupe, so only pursue this if you have a lot of gems, right? This is obviously your most important skill for Steven, but it's also really expensive. You need 2 dupes in order to unlock this. But also, a lot of people are kind of worrying about this, you know, if this ever becomes a norm in the future that you'll have to, you know, pull more than 1 dupe. Don't worry too much, because, like, even without the sync grid, or you know, well, you still get the sync grid, except, you know, there just are, you know, like 9 skills that you can't get without dupes, right? Or I think 12 skills that you can't get without dupes. But even without the dupes, Steven is still really, really good. You still have access to a lot of this stuff, right? Like this one, Haymaker. The more the user's attack has been raised, the more it powers up sync moves. That's still really, really good, right? And obviously, Steven, you have to use its sync move to use Metagross at all, right? So, anyways, let's get into some more skills aside from this Bullet Punch Eagle Eye, right? Unyielding 2. When the user has endured the most recent hit and has 1 HP remaining, occasionally allows the user to endure an additional hit, so that's pretty cool as well, right? So you also got recuperation. I actually don't know what this word is. Restores the user's HP after using a sync move. This is whatever. Honestly, it's 8 energy. I wouldn't go for it personally, just because most of the time you're starting out, Steven, with using your sync move. Well, probably you know what, you might get, you know, okay, before you sync, you're probably gonna go ahead and double X attack, and then go for the guaranteed crit, and then sync, because, you know, now that you get 100% crit, you don't have to worry about the crit, right? And then sync. So, like, you probably will be at, like, max HP anyways before you sync, so this isn't really a big deal. Haymaker's really nice. The more the user's attack has been raised, the more it powers up sync moves, so if you could get to +6 attack, that would be nice. Obviously, without the sync grid, you can only get to +4 attack, which is still nice, right? So that would obviously help. You will be using your sync move every time, like I said before, right? Moving on to some other stuff. X attack MP refresh isn't that bad, I guess. Best there is, MP refresh. This is really, really good if you don't have dupes of Steven. If you don't have dupes of Steven, MP refresh for the best there is insanely good. So again, you know, people will be talking about, oh, this is just gonna make this is more pay to win, and it is, but like it's not that bad, because even without dupes, you could still get the best there is MP refresh, right? I'm pretty sure you can. And this is basically, you know, this is a replacement for Bullet Punch if you're going for this, and obviously you don't need the MP refresh on the best there is, right? But you know, that just gives you more crits, which is nice. And also raises your defense or something, right, as well, best there is. Defense, and also endure, so there's that. Force Field 1, this is really, really good. Has a small chance of raising the special defense of all allied sync pairs when the user's Pokemon uses a move. Like, I'm not sure how many builds this is gonna fit on, but this looks really, really nice. If you have, like, any extra energy, I'd go for this. But if you don't, then, well, it's not that big of a deal. Stoic 2 occasionally raises the user's defense after it uses a move. It's nice, but 8 energy, eh. Natural Remedy. Once per battle, removes all status conditions from the user when the user is inflicted by any status condition. This is cool, but I mean, it is 4 energy, so it's not that big of a cost. So I guess it's fine. Ironhead, move gauge refresh. That's cool. Ironhead Aggravation raises chance to inflict flinching, fuse, or trap conditions. No, it's 10 energy. Like, it's good, but it's not like worth 10 energy, honestly, in my opinion. You're not using Steven to flinch. You're using Steven because he has the highest attack stat in the game. Alright, moving on. Meteor Mash Swag Bag. Swag Bag raises the chance of raising stat values with the additional effect of all moves. That obviously could potentially raise your attack, right? Although I just really wouldn't. I mean, I guess you could build a Meteor Mash build, but I just won't go for it for the most part. Meteor Mash move gauge refresh. Oh, so you get 2 move gauge refreshes for Meteor Mash. That's okay. I guess a Meteor Mash build is potentially possible, right? It's just that Steven after he megas is much better. But I guess if you want a build for Steven, like pre-mega, I guess that's possible as well with Meteor Mash, right? So that's pretty cool, I guess. You could do like something like Meteor Mash, like a Meteor Mash build, like for shorter events, easier events. You could go like a Meteor Mash build, and then plus you get both sync move powers, and then also get Haymaker. So you get +6 attack from the Meteor Mash, right? And you also have Haymaker, so that will make your sync move hit even harder, right? But afterwards, you just lose Meteor Mash, so I'm not sure about that. Anyways, let's look into the stats, because Air has insane stats. Let's see how much more stat boost it gets. Speed, special defense, whatever. HP, speed, defense, special defense, attack. Oh, there we go. There's 10 attack over here. Looks like it doesn't have too many attack stats. Attack 5. Oh, never mind. 15. So that's 25 total so far. 25, 35 extra attack. Oh my god, this guy has so much attack. 35 extra attack. Let's see how much more Meteor Mash gets. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. 24 more damage for Meteor Mash, right? That's really nice, right? It's gonna be what, it's gonna hit slightly harder than Bullet Punch. Iron Head plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, plus 20 on Iron Head. Okay, damn. Steven's good. Steven's really, really good. Obviously, still, I think it'll be more effective after you Mega it, but like, I mean, pre-Mega you could just use, you could just use Solgaleo or whatever, right, instead. But, damn, Steven's good. Steven's really, really good. So there you go. Just a quick overview of Steven's Sync Grid for those who don't have a Steven yet, right? Since it's not a free-to-play unit, not everyone has it. I will be going over a more detailed breakdown for Steven's Sync Grid soon. So yeah, subscribe if you want to get all that stuff and more. There's a lot of videos I'm going to be doing tonight, right? A lot of stuff going on. Mew's in the game. Steven's here. I'm going to be doing a Steven showcase soon. Mew showcase and all that stuff. So anyways, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about all this stuff. Like and enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel for some more Pro Masters content. A lot of stuff coming up, and I'll see you guys in a bit.